Hi. So I wanted to talk about the video discussion and kind of what stood out to me this week. Um, Definitely, like, the biggest thing that stood out to me is like how easily we can group all Asians together, even though Asia is massive and every country is a complete has a completely different like culture and history. And I feel like a lot of us only recognize a few Asian countries, at least I do, and then everyone else either gets like ignored or I guess like incorrectly labeled. And specifically when like Ali Wong was talking about like fancy Asians and like jungle Asians, it's it's hmm. I took it as her making like fun of the way people almost like rank Asian groups, and like countries like Japan, China, and like South Korea are often like seen as, I guess, more modern, wealthy, or like advanced places, and Vietnam and Cambodia, or what'd you say? Laos are and the Philippines are like often like the poverty countries, or like there's like war and like they're like less developed. And I definitely don't agree with those labels. Like I've been to Cambodia, I've been to the Philippines, but I do think that it makes the joke work. So I feel like that's more why she said it. But she's definitely like pointing out a stereotype that I feel like a lot of people actually do have. That is, yeah, definitely a really very real stereotype. I also thought the part about South Asians and Southeast Asians was interesting. The comedian in the video said that people have called him Southeast Asian, and even though he is South Asian, and he explained that those are like two different regions of Asia. I thought like the joke and that like Americans should at least know who we bombed, I guess, was like also like the joke worked. It was funny. It worked on me, but yeah, it definitely like brought out a serious point, and a lot of Americans, a lot of us as Americans know we know very little about Asian geography, or like I guess a lot of other in a lot of other parts of the world there's like a stereotype that we like don't know anything about geography or history. So even when the United States was like heavily involved in like those countries. So yeah, I think these stereotypes of come from war and immigration, and I like skin color, class, and like the way countries are shown in movies and in the news, which is, a lot of like propaganda. And so I feel like overall, like the videos they made me like think and I guess realize like the word Asian includes so many different experiences as a whole, and treating everyone like kind of one group can like erase a lot of important differences. So, yeah. Thank you so much.